Yo, what's up? What's really good? Okay, I'm gonna get right to it. All right, well, first of all, I did not do the podcast this week. Took a break. This past weekend, celebrated my son's birthday with the family, and that was fun. That was great. But now, like I said, I didn't do the podcast this week. Like I said, took a break. Let's get to brass taxes. As I'm sure everybody knows, the NFL and the NFL Players Association has finally reached a settlement that everybody can agree on involving the Deshaun Watson situation. So remember, a couple of weeks ago, they had an arbitrator, Judge Sue L. Bird, who made her assessment and her opinion, basically said that she believes Deshaun Watson did it, and then kind of dragged the NFL as well, but reached the conclusion of 6 games because that's what your precedent has set. That's the way you've handled business in the past. So who am I? This isn't an actual court case, so who am I to do anything different? 6 games, no fine. Now, of course, Roger Goodell was not going to take that one sitting down because you have to make sure that you do the right thing to satisfy your sponsors. Very smart move. So they appealed. This is where I thought it was going to get ugly. I thought this was going to get ugly because the Players Association and the NFL office, Roger Goodell, came up with an agreement to let an independent arbitrator handle cases such as this. Now, it's just amazing that the very first case of this agreement is the highest profile case that, the league has ever seen. But that agreement was broken when Roger Goodell decided, nope, I don't agree with what the ultimate conclusion as far as a 6-game suspension. I don't agree with what the judge decided to hand down. So it was widely reported, and I thought as well, that the NFL Players Association would sue the National Football League and take them to federal court. It was well within their rights. And that's why I said this is where the thing could have got ugly. And also appeal whatever suspension Roger Goodell handed down since he was going back to taking total power. So I was curious. I was thinking, I was under the mindset of, well, hell, Deshaun Watson might not even miss a game in the 2022 season because if you remember a few years ago, Tom Brady's Deflategate, which was originally filed in 2014. He was originally suspended for the beginning of the 2015 season. He appealed, took it to court. That process takes a very long time, and he ended up playing the entire 2015 season and then served a 4-game suspension at the beginning of the 2016 season. Do you see how long that process took? I thought that this was about to be the same thing, but apparently the NFL and the NFL Players Association pretty much came to agreement and saying, we just want this over with. Roger Goodell pretty much said, there's no way in hell I'm just allowing 6 games and no fine. So the ultimate ban has been, what was agreed upon was Deshaun Watson is suspended the first 11 games of the season, fined a record $5 million fine. Both sides have agreed. Now all is said and done. The situation, as far as the legality of this, is done. It's put to bed. Now, again, as I've said on the podcast numerous times, there are going to be people who are not satisfied at all with any outcome outside of Deshaun Watson being in jail or never being able to play football again. But I've told you guys for months that ain't going to happen. But I believe that initially the NFL wanted 12 games and Deshaun Watson wanted either none or 6, no more than 6. Then he agreed to 8. And then the NFL still said no, 12. They came to agreement on 11. I believe both sides just wanted this over and done with. Now, people out there are still who are saying that Deshaun Watson has shown no remorse. Even the judge said that he hasn't shown any remorse. Now, here's the thing that people need to understand. And I'm not defending Deshaun Watson because apparently what one thing dude is guilty of is he's a freak. He's a freak. Like my cousin David said, he's a habitual dick shower. He has done definitely, I believe, now, I've had some callers on the podcast that believe that he's done some inappropriate things, maybe not to the extent of Like, me personally, I don't believe that he raped anybody, but I believe he showed his man reason to a lot of people, and that was just inappropriate. And I've had some callers who think that this is a total setup, that he's done nothing wrong. Be that as it may, people who have come out saying that he hasn't shown any type of remorse, understand this. And again, it's not me defending Deshaun Watson. If you have a good team of lawyers, they're going to tell you, no matter what happens during this entire situation, say as little as possible. So what has Deshaun Watson done in this entire year-plus-long event of accusations? One, he's maintained his innocence. As case after case was building up against him, you know, when you get to 20, once you get past 2, it's like, you sure you didn't do nothing? But he maintained his innocence his entire time. And this is what I said on the last podcast. If you've maintained the entire time, your position hasn't changed, why would you show remorse when you are out here saying, I'm not guilty? But, again, if you have a good legal team, they're going to tell you to shut the hell up. Say as little as possible, okay? You said you were innocent. Don't say nothing else. Let us do the rest of the talking. And that's what he did. Now, just a couple of days ago, after a preseason game, he did an interview apologizing to anybody whose life he affected. Now, people are saying, oh, he's just trying to do that now. Maybe he's doing that now because maybe the settlement was pretty much already reached, and his legal team said, okay, if you want to say any type of apology or show any type of remorse, now you do it. Because you never know, he may have been wanting to apologize, but if you show any type of remorse after you've claimed that you're innocent, it's going to show a sign of guilt. And if you really believe that you didn't do nothing wrong, why would you do that? Okay, now, me personally, what I would have done a few months back is just say, I would have just said, I apologize if I made anybody uncomfortable in any way. That ain't saying that you're guilty. That's just saying, damn, I've acknowledged that I have pissed people off and that was not my intention. But if I pissed you off, if I offended you in any way, then that I am remorseful of that. That doesn't mean you're saying I did this shit. That's just you saying, hey, if I offended you in any way, my bad. I didn't mean to. That was not my intent. So some people just need to, understand the difference, because we still live in such a society where when you hear accusations of anything, in Joe Public's eyes, you're already guilty before proven innocent. I ain't got time for that shit. I mean, so, and plus, if 2 grand juries in the state of Texas didn't see no evidence to convict you, you may not have done nothing that requires that, that should cause you to lose your career, but you done some shit to offend some people. Like my cousin David said, habitual dick shower. You done showed your man reason to the wrong. First of all, why are you getting so many different massage therapists and looking on Instagram? You guilty for that. You guilty for being a damn fool and a damn freak for that. Get a team-issued massage therapist and go on about your business, bro. You make too much money for that shit. Come on, bro. I mean, goodness gracious, there are other ways. If you trying to get some nay-nay, there are other ways to go about it than that. Other ways that are legal. I'm going to leave it at that. Or matter of fact, just go ahead and get your girlfriend. I mean, get your girl. I know, I understand you 26 years old, whatever. But you have to understand you 26 years old, and when people see you, they see dollar signs. So anything you do, people are out here looking for a come up, bro, no matter what. Don't give them a reason to accuse nothing. Keep your Johnson. Look, you have to unfree Willie. No, you have to unfree your Willie. Leave it in your pants, bro. Anyway, I'm just glad the thing is over with, because it's time for some football, baby. Broncos all day. Let's go.